Hey, Noah. It's good to see you.
Hey, Jaina. Good to see you, too.
Hi, everyone. You made it. This is my good friend, Noah. Noah's a filmmaker, but he also makes these things called conlangs, basically constructed languages. And so they're just made up languages. And so I thought that Noah would be a really good person for me to talk to as I'm trying to figure out how to write this novel.
Yeah, I mean, when you're creating a conlang, you're creating not just the language's words and grammar, but also its history, culture, and world. You know, languages, we don't just speak them, we live in them. One of the things I find so fascinating about natural languages is how diverse they are, how they develop from the unique experiences of their speech communities. And languages, they become different languages over time. You know, Latin became French, Old Norse became Swedish, Old Chinese became Mandarin, but it's exciting to think about how this all must have sprung from the most basic of elements in the beginning.
Like the beginning of language?
I mean, yeah, there must have been a time before language, right? Like a time before humans used complex sounds to indicate objects and the relationships between objects. And then at some point, someone just must have made some sound that means run or watch out. But why run? Oh, there's a thing right there. But what thing? Oh, a tiger. Sure, let's call it a tiger, right? So then you got to go back to the cave and you got to explain why you don't have any food and how it's not your fault. You know, maybe you'll draw a picture of like food and then the tiger appearing and then y'all running. Written language, right?
Right.
Or if you're shit at drawing, perhaps you could use sounds to indicate what you're trying to refer to. You could say, tiger, and then you point at the picture. And the viewers at home will know that if they see something that looks approximately like this, it is probably a tiger and they should run. Now that's a very general example, but that's pretty much how it goes, and the rest is forgotten or neglected history.
Like the ancient raccoon wars.
The what now?
The ancient raccoon wars? That's what my book's about.
The ancient... Oh, okay. You know, I can tell you put a lot of work into this fictional world.
It's not fictional. The raccoon wars actually happened, like centuries ago, in the 80s.
I don't think you can call a non-fiction piece a novel.
Okay, but if words are made up, then anything can be anything, right? Like, that's a tiger.
Whoa.
And that's an orange.
Whoa.
And that is...
Hey, Jaina, wait.
What? I was just gonna say my really good friend.
You know, it's good to see the potential of language, but the language you create won't be very useful if it's completely arbitrary or devoid of meaning.
Okay, well, I think oranges are very meaningful.
I mean, I agree, but language only works if other people play the game.
Feels like when I try and talk to people about my art, I make things because I feel kind of like I have to, you know, like there's something inside me that I'm trying to get out and visualize and look at so I can deal with it. But then once I've done that, and I have this product, this thing that I have to show to the world, and then nobody really cares how I got there. It's like, is it digestible? What does it mean? Do they understand it? And I don't even care about that part. It's like we're talking about two completely different things.
That's a really good example, because I mean, like you said, it's two completely different things. It's on the one hand what you're trying to express, and on the other hand, what the audience is expecting to be communicated to them. And I mean, that's really exactly like language, where the speaker is trying to express something, but there's no guarantee that the hearer will interpret what they intended the way they intended it. So you have a miscommunication between expression and attempted communication. So really, it is the same thing, and I think that's a very fascinating analogy.
I'm worried that people aren't going to get my book.
You mean that they're not going to know how to speak raccoon? I mean, it's definitely possible. But maybe what you could do is you could create a guide that shows them how they can speak raccoon. I could help you with that if you want.
조치포촌 지치포치치자 조치포촌지죠 조치포촌지 조치잠 조치포초지점바 조치잠 포초자 지치포초 포초포촌 지치포초자 지치점 조치촌 장 지치자 지치자 조치촌 지치포촌 지치포치치고.
It's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with me.
지치촌 지치촌 조치포초지 조치촌 조치진 조치촌 바다
Check.
조치촌 바
Duolingo.
조치포촌 조치촌 조치포친 지초포치촌 지초포초자
English speaker.
조치포촌 조치촌 지자전 지조자가 조치조자.
But you're speaking raccoon right now.
그치가? 그치